Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They come in right at 500, looking to get that win to bump them back above 500.
This game means a lot to them because
the first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Cardinals offense heading out, and they do so behind Kyler Murray, their dynamic quarterback in his 6th season now from Oklahoma.
When I was watching film this week, I had to write a note to myself. 3 touchdown passes in an NFL game deserves respect, not ho-hum just because they throw it around all the time, and he got his respect. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, it's the ultimate vote of confidence from a week ago. And look, he was great, not his best game ever, but obviously he was very good to garner that award. All the talk this week, though, was about let's take that forward now. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's Connor. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. A check on the numbers last week for Connor. 18 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Flushed out right. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So here now the Bears offense for their first drive of the game.
They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, the latest in a long line of NFL QBs from USC.
And we're talking about a young man who proved it at every step along the way. First at Oklahoma, then at USC. Big-time talent, big-time production, and won a Heisman Trophy while playing for the Trojans. Now, the #1 overall pick lands in Chicago, and there's an awful lot of talent awaiting him, and now he gets a chance to utilize those weapons.
2nd and a couple.
Once again, it's Swift. Stiff-armed him. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he will have the Bears' first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 7. On the option to give to Swift here.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Here comes the Bears punter now.
Greg Dortch deep for Arizona.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10.
The Cardinals offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been very impactful when using his legs this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design. You notice his name sits near the top when looking at the league leaders in rushing yards by a quarterback.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
42 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Murray a give. This is Connor.
Well, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. We're scoreless after 1. Arizona's second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Now Murray, he bootlegs it.
Throw left side, caught by Ryman.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good...
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Kyler Gordon in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 7. He's going to try and do this himself.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Looking to throw is Williams.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Here comes the Bears punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt.
3-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over.
The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. From the gun, a give to Connor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain.
66 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Connor going to get it again on second down.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. The solid stiff arm. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Connor up the middle. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Throwing now is Murray. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal.
From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
To throw, it's Williams.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And bulldozing his way through. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line.
The Cardinals offense and their veteran running back James Conner ready for this next possession. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half.
From the gun, Murray. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
To throw is Murray. Over the middle, Harrison. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. On the return, Carter. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the Bears take over. Now the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. To the air, Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bears offense set to go to begin the 3rd quarter. And maybe time for this offense to really hit the reset button. They were shut out in the first half, but still, they're right in this game.
They certainly are. What I like about it is that you actually continue to play. You know, you just find a way to make a few plays yourself, and you noted it. Right there on the border in this game, they're not that far off. Just got to find a play or two, and they could be very happy at that point.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He'll get this to the longtime Charger. It's Keenan Allen. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 5. On the option to give to Swift here. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's got it down to the 28.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might. Touchdown! DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the 2nd half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Play fake. Murray. This one finds Wilson downfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now. Here's Murray. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Holding offense.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Off the play fake, it's Williams. He's got a man, that's Keenan Allen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. From the gun, here's Swift. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. 84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention. And it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Murray now to throw. Screen pass to Connor. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's a 2nd and 8. Murray now. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him to completion.
Flush to his right. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And Connor going to pick up a Cardinals first down as he's inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Now Murray. can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Andrew Billings breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Swift going to try up the middle. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8.
Oh, what a great job defensively to stack things up. They were committed to stopping the run. They knew it was coming. And now it looks like they should get the football back as they force an important 3 and out.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Here comes Dortch on the return. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The home team's offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Murray going to throw. That is caught downfield by Harrison. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marvin Harrison Jr., 35 yards. And the Cardinals have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it in. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. And the failure to convert and tie the game, now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bears offense and running back DeAndre Swift headed back onto the field. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here now, a 3rd down and 8. Throwing is Williams. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down by 2, less than 90 seconds to go. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on 1st down. Now Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. A big play looming on 3rd down. Back to throw. Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Charles, what a big drive late in the 4th quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. But I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the 4th quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 5. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts him out in front here in the final minute of the contest. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
They'll look to throw.
To the sideline and incomplete.
And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for Arizona, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.